close your eyes. You're here and elsewhere. There is no movement, no breath, no time. Imagine you are a stone, not just any stone. You are ancient, half buried in the vast silence of the desert. You have been here longer than the names for this place, longer than borders, longer than memory. You do not speak, you do not think, and yet you remember. The sun rises again. It always does. Its heat does not surprise you anymore. It does not ask for permission. It simply arrives, golden, sharp, relentless. You feel it press against you, warming your surface, sinking slowly into your core. It has touched you 1,000 times before, but each time feels different. Today, it feels like waiting. The wind comes next. It hums over the dunes, carrying whispers, carrying dust. It sculpts you without asking. Tiny grains pass over you like soft blades. You have lost parts of yourself to it. You are smaller than you once were, smoother but not lesser. The wind knows your shape. It has memorized you. It leans against you like an old companion. You do not move, but you have seen everything. You remember the sound of carriages, the groan of wooden wheels, the stamp of hooves in the sand, men shouting in languages long forgotten, flags snapping in the wind. You were stepped on, sat beside, ignored. You remember the wars, not the reasons, only the footsteps. The sudden silence after the last one fell, the smell of metal, the echo of fear. You remember lovers resting in your shadow when the sun was too much. They carved their initials into nearby rocks, not yours, but you heard every word they didn't say. You remember a child who picked you up and carried you for 3 days before placing you beside the bones of a goat. She thought you were important, and you were. You remember when nothing passed for years, only sky and sand and heat, and in that silence you learned not to need. You don't crave stories, but they come to you. The scorpion brushes past you. The owl perches above you at dusk. You feel the tremble of camel feet before you see their shadows, and then they're gone. You remain. You do not age, not like they do. You erode. But even that feels like becoming, not loss. Sometimes the rain comes, rare, shy, strange. It touches you gently, like it's not sure you're real. And when it goes, you hold its coolness inside for hours. At night, the stars arrive. They say nothing. They never do. But you've watched them long enough to understand their silence. It's the same kind you carry. You are a keeper of presence, of weight, of time with no urgency. You have been sat upon, thrown, kissed, kicked, ignored, named, and left. And none of it changed your essence. You were here before the maps, before the wind, before the sky had stories, and you will be here long after. You don't look for meaning, you hold it in stillness, in patience, in knowing that nothing stays, and still everything returns. And now, a new shadow passes, someone walking alone. They don't see you, but you feel them. Their weight, their breath, their quiet. You offer them a moment, a place to sit, to think, to forget. And maybe they will. Or maybe they'll just pass by. You do not need them to stay. You are already full. You are the stone, and you remember what the world forgets. When the world sleeps, let the silence stay.